President Joe Biden says the U.S. military operation in Afghanistan will end on August 31, delivering an impassioned argument for exiting the nearly 20-year war without sacrificing more American lives, even as he bluntly acknowledged there will be no mission accomplished moment to celebrate. Biden pushed back against the notion the U.S. mission has failed, but also noted that it remains unlikely the government would control all of Afghanistan after the U.S. leaves. He urged the Afghan government and Taliban, which he said remains as formidable as it did before the start of the war, to come to a peace agreement. "We did not go to Afghanistan to nation build," Biden said in a Thursday speech from the White House's East Room. "Afghan leaders have to come together and drive toward a future." The administration in recent days has sought to frame ending the conflict as a decision that Biden made after concluding it's an unwinnable war and one that does not have a military solution. On Thursday he amplified the justification of his decision even as the Taliban make rapid advances in significant swaths of the country. How many more thousands of American daughters and sons are you willing to risk?" Biden said to those calling for the U.S. to extend the military operation. He added, "I will not send another generation of Americans to war in Afghanistan, with no reasonable expectation of achieving a different outcome." The new withdrawal date comes after former President Donald Trump's administration negotiated a deal with the Taliban to end the U.S. military mission by May 1. Biden, after taking office, announced U.S. troops would be out by the 20th anniversary of the September 11, 2001, attack, which al-Qaeda leader Osama bin Laden plotted from Afghanistan, where he had been given refuge by the Taliban. With U.S. and NATO ally forces rapidly drawing down in the past week, there was growing speculation that U.S. combat operations have already effectively ended. But by setting August 31 as the drawdown date, the administration nodded to the reality that the long war is in its final phase, while providing itself some cushion to deal with outstanding matters. The administration has yet to complete talks with Turkey on an arrangement for maintaining security at the Kabul airport and is still ironing out details for the potential evacuation of thousands of Afghans who assisted the U.S. military operation. Biden said that prolonging U.S. military involvement, considering Trump had already agreed to withdraw U.S. troops, would have led to an escalation of attacks on American troops and NATO allies. "The Taliban would have again begun to target our forces," Biden said. "The status quo was not an option. Staying meant U.S. troops taking casualties. American men and women. Back in the middle of a civil war. And we would run the risk of having to send more troops back in Afghanistan to defend our remaining troops."
Thanks for watching this video. Please do subscribe All Media New York.